Daniel said, in the last days, the house of God is going to be built in troublous times, difficult times. The wicked will not understand, but the righteous will understand. All the world's governments throughout the world, where is their final source of power? Is it the Democrat-Republican Party in the USA? Is it the voters that vote for them? Is it socialism or communism in their nations by military revolution? Is it dictators or monarchs in third world nations? Who really has the final say? Is it Satan ruling in the kingdom of men, as many Christians believe? They believe that. The answer is found in John 19 verse 11. Jesus said to Pilate, the Roman delegated governor of Judea, you would have no authority over me, as Jesus stood before him to be sentenced to die on the cross. You would have no authority over me if it were not given to you from above. God is the final deciding factor in governments and their leaders. God Himself is the final factor. Our founding fathers, by the way, prayed when they found this nation and developed the Constitution. They prayed every day. But our politicians aren't praying. They're trying to solve this pandemic and economic problems all on their own. None are suggesting that they get on their knees and call on a God who has the final say in any nation. It is not the Supreme Court. It is not Congress. It is not President. Jesus Christ Himself has the final say. And if we would get on their knees and pray like Benjamin Franklin and those guys did back there, we could have some answers today. If God decides who rules, why get involved? Satan says all kingdoms are mine, to give to whomsoever I want, and the wealth of them. If God's the final authority, decision maker, and He's given Satan over the kingdoms, why should I get involved? Daniel chapter 2 verse 21, God removes kings and raises up kings, not Satan. In Romans 13:1, there is no government authority except from God and appointed by God, not Satan. God. Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of the Lord. Like rivers of water, He turns that heart wherever He wishes. So God is saying, I have the power, I have the authority to change government's thinking, government's heart, government's ways. Now, why would not a Congress, most of them claim to be Christians, not be calling for times of prayer every day? Instead of all that arguing going on in Congress, if they got on their knees and applied their Christianity, I submit to you, they would get some answers from above and change this nation. A lot of denominations do not believe in political involvement in America. They believe Satan rules the nations. A lot of them teach church and state separation. But what they mean is church, Christ, and Bible separation. There is a difference. We don't want the Catholics running America. We don't want the Protestants running America. We want Christ and His moral principles running America. His moral laws. There is a big difference. And we got to understand that difference, and we've got to promote and back up our beliefs by speaking out for these things. We need to encourage Christians to be civil leaders and vote for justice in the circles where they prophesied and placed people into the body of Christ. I was always disappointed that they never called anyone to government. It was always a singer, a preacher, a prophet. It was always something like that. But God, who has the authority over governments and who is the one that designed government, He was the one that initiated rule by law. It was God. And they never prophesied, and I don't hear it today. And we need Christians of moral character. We need Christians with wisdom from above to be in office, and no church that I know of is encourages and preaching for you young people, go to college, become a lawyer, learn political science, and get involved in government. God can call you to that.